Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to continue our NFL predictions with the Arizona Cardinals. And honestly, there was not much to say about their last season. They went 4-13. Many people expected them to be bad, and of course they were bad. But at times, their record didn't really show it. They showed us that some of the games that they played, they showed that they could hang in with the best. Now, do they have enough? They don't. This year probably going to be another rebuild year for the Cardinals, and you'll see why in a bit. And last year they went 4-13, with their first win coming against the Dallas Cowboys. For some reason, the Cardinals always find a way to beat the Cowboys, regardless of what team they had. Is that a coincidence? But they also beat the Atlanta Falcons. That was Kyler Murray's first game back. And they picked up two really impressive road wins against the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And as for their highlights, I'm just going to mention all three of these at once because all three of these games have something in common. All three teams that the Cardinals beaten, outside of the Falcons, of course, made it to the wild card round in the playoffs and lost. So the fact that the Cardinals, 3 of their 4 wins came against playoff teams was very impressive. Goes to show you that they can hang with the best given the right circumstances. But as for the lowlights, I think many fans just realized that it was a rebuilding year. They didn't have too many lofty expectations. And I will say getting shut out by the Browns did hurt. And Clayton Tune was the quarterback for that game. And all the Browns had to do was breathe, and they won the game. Now, as for their acquisitions, at least they were able to do a lot more than what they did last year. Sure, they acquired Desmond Ritter from the Falcons. He's pretty much going to be the backup. Jonah Williams, they got him for the Bengals. DJ Dallas, he used to play for Seattle. Sean Murphy Bunting, I believe he played for the Saints. Mac Wilson came from the Patriots, and Bilal Nichols, he's a D tackle. Can't remember where he played for. Now they did lose Rondale Moore, wide receiver from Purdue, and then they lost Marquise Hollywood Brown to the Chiefs. Now their drafts. Oh boy, they have a whole lot. But as predicted, they drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. from the Ohio State University. And in the second round, they took Darius Robinson, a defensive end from Missouri. They also added Trey Benson, running back from Florida State, and took care of the offensive line by adding more beef like Isaiah Adams and Christian Jones from Illinois and Texas, respectively. But outside of that, yeah, I feel like they picked every position in a. It looked like they picked every position possible in this draft. They really didn't, but yeah, they had a lot of draft picks. So this is looking like year 2 of a rebuild. Cardinals are going to once again have a young team, and this draft class could be the start of it. But what do I think about them now? Let's take a look. Okay, Arizona, let's take a look at your schedule. And oh boy, you're starting off pretty rough, taking on the Buffalo Bills. I've given the Cardinals a loss there. But week 2 against the Rams, I'm going to give them a win. An early season win over their in-state, their NFC West rivals, Rams. And that's going to follow by week 3 and week 4 and 4 losing to the Lions and Commanders respectively. Then week 5 they'll lose to the San Francisco 49ers. But week 6, I almost thought about giving the Cardinals the win over the Green Bay Packers, but I am slightly high on Green Bay this year. I'm gonna have to give the Cardinals another loss. But week 7 against the Chargers, I am gonna give them their second win. It's gonna be a Monday night game at that. But week 8 against the Miami Dolphins, I got them losing to the Miami Dolphins. And then a loss week 9 to the Bears, a loss week 10 to the Jets, a week 12 loss to Seattle. But I am going to give the Cardinals a victory over the Vikings because the Vikings are indeed in a rebuild mode. I got them losing to Seattle again, although I'm more finicky on that now than when I did the Seattle Seahawks prediction video. And I also got them winning against the New England Patriots week 15, beating the Panthers week 16. I got them losing to the Rams the second go round, and then they're going to close their season on a loss to the 49ers, getting swept by them, which brings their record to 5-12, which means I do think the Cardinals are going to improve on their record. And it's not much, but baby steps. Just take the baby steps, Cardinals, and keep it moving. And that concludes the Arizona Cardinals predictions. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Gamble safely, and I'll see you next time.